How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win.
Lamont wins the rematch?
Nah, I don't think he wins the rematch.
Takes it more seriously this time?
I think he takes it more serious. I think he now is in the ring with him, and I think he beats him much more clear.
Tank Davis is turning up the heat on Lamont Roach Jr. ahead of their big rematch on August 16. Their first fight ended in a controversial draw, and Davis isn't letting it go. Lately, he's been very vocal, taking aim at Roach's confidence and attitude. On social media platform X, Davis recently called Roach out, saying, "You're just glad you didn't get knocked out. Your dad was cheering just because you made it to the final round. Give me a break." The message was a clear dig at Roach and his team. Davis was suggesting that simply making it through all 12 rounds showed they weren't really confident about winning in the first place. Davis is raising the stakes even higher, making it clear he doesn't want the judges deciding the outcome this time. He recently sent out a bold warning, saying, "This time, I'm finishing the job. I'm knocking him out. No more close fights, no more debates. He either makes it or he doesn't. He better be ready for a stretcher." It's a serious statement, and the kind of promise Davis is known for delivering on. With his reputation for knockout power, fans are buzzing about the possibility of a dramatic finish. For Roach, this isn't just trash talk. It's a real danger he'll need to be ready for.
The betting me that he gonna knock me out and stuff like that, that didn't go too well for him.
Did y'all bet?
Oh, we bet, and we shook on it.
He paid up?
He changed his number.
Roach hasn't stayed silent either. He's fired back with confidence and a bit of sarcasm. He reminded everyone that he stood toe-to-toe with Davis in their first fight and made it to the final bell. Responding on social media, Roach said, "Y'all really think I care about what people say I'm doing or not doing? Obviously, it's working for me. I can't wait to see your faces this summer." It's a confident reply, but not everyone is convinced. Some critics think Roach's reaction, especially how upbeat he was after a draw, shows he might be more focused on surviving than winning. And against a powerhouse like Davis, that mindset could be risky.
What you think? I'm mad because I felt like he didn't take it seriously. Like, I don't think for 1 second that Tank is going to lose the rematch. I think Tank is going to win the rematch. I feel like this reminds me of that Floyd fight when he fought Luis Chavez or something. I forget his name. But
meanwhile, the experts are still weighing in, and the debate is heating up. Joe Rogan recently stirred the pot again, raising the question that's divided fans since their first fight. Did Lamont Roach actually outbox Gervonta, Tank Davis? The controversy has only grown since that March 1st showdown. That night, the usually untouchable Davis was shaken, literally, when he hit the canvas in the 9th round after a sharp shot from Roach. It was a moment that made people question whether the unstoppable had finally met his match.
For Tank, where does he go from here? Is it a rematch or is he gonna do something goofy?
This is why I don't like Tank and I could never really root for him. He got too much power, not physically. I'm talking about socially.
Yes.
Tank he don't have fans. Most people who claim they're a fan of Tank, they're really a groupie.
Yeah,
you're a groupie. Here's the thing: how many times I had a favorite fighter and they lost, and I let them take that accountability. Like I'm holding accountable. If you're my favorite fighter, I'm still holding you accountable. Yeah, if you do wrong, you do wrong. If you get slapped, you get slapped.
It was the kind of moment that can change how a fighter is seen, maybe for good. In boxing, the line between control and collapse is incredibly thin. That 9th round knockdown could have been a turning point. But the referee chose not to count it, a decision that proved crucial. It kept Davis's undefeated record intact and helped him walk away with a majority draw instead of a possible loss.
Face, no. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. How do you not? He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He hard.
Joe Rogan, never one to hold back, shared his thoughts on the fight during an episode of The Joe Rogan Experience with comedian Tom Segura. Speaking in his usual direct style, Rogan broke down the match and didn't sugarcoat his opinion of Davis's performance. He had that fight with Lamont Roach, and it ended in a draw, rightfully so, Rogan said. Then he added a tougher take: you could even argue that Roach won that fight. That kind of comment hits hard, especially coming from Rogan. With a massive audience and major influence in the fight world, His words are sure to fuel the ongoing debate and put even more eyes on the rematch.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed
Right.
for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Context is everything when it comes to Davis's image. He's known for brutal knockouts and an air of invincibility in the ring. But as Joe Rogan pointed out, no fighter stays at the top forever. There comes a time when even the greats stop being who they were, Rogan said, comparing Davis's situation to other legends who eventually lost their edge. For Davis, that shaky 9th round against Roach might have been the first real crack in his armor, a moment that even his most loyal fans can't completely overlook.
See like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. But even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you can see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you can see him wipe his other eye. So it's like it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye.
This isn't just a fan's guess, top fighters share this view. Shakur Stevenson, the current WBC lightweight champion, cares a lot about how Gervonta Tank Davis does in his rematch against Roach. Stevenson, known for his nearly perfect technique, has openly said he's worried Davis might struggle again in the fight. Talking to The Ring, Stevenson explained his thoughts. When it's a rematch, I don't see it the same way as others do. I understand exactly what Tank is facing. He'll need to be at his absolute best, and even beyond that, to win.
Dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
This isn't just guesswork from Stevenson. He's actually sparred with Roach, felt his strength, and seen the tough spirit he brings into the ring. Stevenson said, I know that me and Tank is the big fight, and that worries him because he won't get a chance to face Tank while he's still undefeated with Lamont Roach standing in the way. Stevenson hinted that if Davis loses, it could take away some of the excitement for their possible big matchup. Betting on Tank to beat Roach again is risky. Stevenson also admitted he didn't expect Roach to win their first fight, which shows he already noticed some weaknesses in Davis's style.
On Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
We got the rematch announced today with him and Lamont Roach. I think
they announced it today?
So what do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, give him a tough fight?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back.
What makes Stevenson's doubts stand out is that he's not the only one thinking this way. Other fighters and experts have raised the same concerns, pointing to the controversial 9th round as the moment Davis's invincible image started to crack. Roach has fully embraced being the underdog, using the idea that he was robbed in their first fight to drive his training. He keeps saying that Davis isn't as unbeatable as his knockout record makes him seem. That kind of mindset can be risky for a champion, especially someone like Davis, who has built his career on intimidating opponents and winning early.
What do rematch look like between Lamont and Gervonta, you think?
I like Lamont in the rematch.
You were one of the few that kind of picked Lamont to begin with. Why was that?
I sparred with Lamont. I knew that he was a good fighter. He helped me get ready for the Oscar Valdez fight. And I knew his style with Tank style, what he was going to be able to bring to the table. I knew it. So,
did you really win 20 rounds?
I swear to God, on my daughter's life, I won that much money.